Do Ukrainian women want to marry a foreign man just to have papers? Today we will talk about that. Hello everyone, it's Nastya. So you've already chosen your wife, your future wife, and you want to invite this girl to your native country, but you hesitate. And why? Because you think that probably she comes from a poor country as Russia and Ukraine, the country with the level of life and of economic situation and political situations, etc., which is not so stable as in your country, and you think that probably she is not sincere, she doesn't love you, she wants only to obtain the citizenship and to have a divorce, that she doesn't love you. So I want to underline some important moments to break this stereotype about Russian and Ukrainian girls and to reveal to you this real situation and real point of view of Russian and Ukrainian girls to this particular question. So we will start. So first of all, you should know that even Russian and Ukrainian girls who come from these poor countries with unstable economic situation, we all understand that in all countries, in all cities, in all continents, we still do have some issues, some problems, political, geographical, economic, etc., etc. So in any country you want to live as in a dream of all your life, etc. So yes, for a weekend, for a vacation, for some pleasant moments, yes, we can visit any country, we can enjoy, we can drink, we can make photos, we can swim, etc., etc. But when we think about the life in this country for the whole, yes, of our life, we understand that we still have this lack or absence of workplaces, problems with medicine, problems with political situation, yes, economical unstable situation, probably some even climate problems. So we understand that in every country we still have lots of problems. Even in some countries it's terrorism, which is more widespread if we compare with Russia and Ukraine. So that's why even in our countries we understand that it is not our dream to leave immediately our family, our friends, our country, and to run to live for the whole life somewhere abroad. We understand that it's not a dream, and there are problems in any city, so it's not in any country. So it's not a dream of every Russian and Ukrainian girl to live in a different country from Russia and Ukraine. That's the first point that you should understand. So our mentality is like that. And the second thing, when you hesitate if this woman loves you or not, and if she wants only to obtain this citizenship, you should think first what she will obtain and what she will lose in this case, in the case of moving to another country. First of all, she will leave all her relatives, parents, family, friends, all her time that she was used to spend with all these people, her environment. Also, she will lose her job or place where he made her studies, yes. And what she will obtain? She will obtain the city or the country or the continent on which she will live with the environment of unknown people, of a different mentality, of different habits, of different probably even religion, of different really language, and she won't obviously know this language perfectly. That's why it will be really not a problem of language barrier, but still it's not comfortable for her. She will try to integrate, to find a job, to find where to obtain this education. She will really have only you in this unknown country. So you should understand that she loses more than she obtains. She will obtain only this absence of everything if we compare with her native country, and she will obtain only you. That's why you should understand that she wants to move only because of you, and not because of all these things that she will lose. And I think that it is really obvious. And also I can mention one thing that is really offensive, and if you think about that, I hope you will agree with me that we do not choose in what country we will born. Yes, we born in a random way in the country, so that's why you should understand that it's really stereotyped based on almost nothing, that Russian Ukrainian girls that by default they are guilty. Yes, they are guilty, and that they are insincere, that they cannot love, that they do not have emotions, they come from a poor country, and that's why it means that they should from the very beginning prove that they are not guilty, that they love you. And why? Because they come from what? From poor country, or for me it's really strange and bizarre to hear that, because we are not guilty by default, and we shouldn't from the very beginning prove that we aren't guilty, that we have the same emotions as women from around the world. Also, I think that we should look on the situations not only when a woman will improve her financial status or something like that, but also on situations when a woman worsens her financial status, because I know lots of examples from my friends who really loved and who moved to another country, to a poorer country, to a even a husband whose financial status was not so high as this financial status of a Russian or Ukrainian girl. So I can say that we should pay attention not only to the situation when we improve, but also when we worsen our financial status, but still we move and still we continue to love this person from another country. And also should understand that yes, as I've already mentioned, this woman knows only you in this country, and she has nothing in plus to you, and that's why she must trust you completely. And how she can do it without living together? Yes, some of your meetings, some of your conversations on the internet, it doesn't mean that you have serious intentions. So we can have the same stereotypes, that you enjoy this moment when you invite some beautiful Russian Ukrainian girl when she lives without you, and then you divorce, then you leave her, etc. So we can thought also like that, and we can also hesitate that you have serious intentions. Yes, but we do not do that, because if we choose this person, we love this person and we trust her. That's why if you choose this woman, you should trust her, because without this trust, I can say that you can never build relationships, because you will never prove that you love a person without these long-term relationships together. And also I can say that I have many examples when a Russian Ukrainian girl who moves to another country, she will also take care about children from previous marriages and previous wives of her foreign husband. And I can say that not every foreign wife will do like that. That's why it means that we do not only take care of our foreign husband to prove our emotions, our sincere emotions. We do not only do something at home, cook or also work, etc. We also can accept the children from your previous marriages, and I can say that it's also the proof of our real emotions, because to obtain only citizenship, do all this stuff, I can say that really this is bizarre. And the most important thing is all these problems that it's not easy to obtain these documents, to obtain this citizenship. So this process is really long, is really boring, and sometimes offensive, and I will explain. So firstly, you should have, it depends on the country, but in some countries you should have lots of documents. In other countries you should pass all these interviews in embassy. In another, you should really take a really offensive procedure of these interviews when you asked some intimate and private questions about your relationships to prove that you are in serious relationships to move and to obtain the citizenship. Really some proofs as photos of you together, as some reservation of hotels, etc., etc. So it's really a long procedure to prove that you are together. And also I know this procedure in some embassies, as in different places you are asked when you are separated with your member of your couple, with your boyfriend, and you are asked separately the same questions, and these questions, these answers should match, and if they won't match, you won't obtain the citizenship. And questions are really bizarre and intimate and private, and I was shocked by these questions. I saw this list. So the questions are, for example, what does your partner drink every morning, and some intimate really questions which I do not want to say now, and all this really this Russian girl, this poor Russian girl, should name all the relatives by first name, last name, to really to prove that she is with him. So all this procedure is really difficult, and sometimes you should wait for months to obtain this citizenship. And also in some countries, in some embassies, you should present your certificate of mastery of a language and some level, and it's also very difficult because without this knowledge of language you won't obtain the citizenship. And to learn this new language, it also takes a long time. So I can say that this procedure is not so easy, even with the status of a wife of a foreign man. So of course it's obvious that it's easier than independently obtain this citizenship, but I should underline that even if you are in a status of a wife of a foreign man, it's also very difficult to obtain the citizenship. It doesn't mean that it's so easy for us that we do like that and we obtain the citizenship. No, it's also a long procedure. By this video I wanted also to underline that we shouldn't judge and say all the time that Russian and Ukrainian girls are so egoistic and they do not have sincere emotions. We should underline that they are so brave and courageous, that they really are not afraid to change their life immediately and to be with you in any place. So it's really, we should underline that they are brave, and do not judge them that they do something because of some financial questions. And I wanted to ask you, after watching this video, write down if you agree with me or not, or probably you have some examples, some situations from your life or from the life of your friends. Probably you have some situations which contradict my words. Probably you have some examples. It will be interesting for me, as being a Ukrainian girl, to read if you have something against all that I've mentioned in this video, because it's really very important. So for today that's all. I thank you for your attention. If you still have questions, you already know you can ask me on my Facebook profile and email address. Subscribe to my channel not to miss some interesting videos and future informations. Thank you for your attention and see you soon.